For the first time ever, someone is charged in a cyberbullying case. Last week, a Missouri woman was indicted on federal charges for her alleged role in an internet hoax that may have caused a teenage girl to commit suicide. Tonight, in the second part of my special assignment education report, I'm going to take a look at how schools are dealing with cyberbullying and what's being done by local lawmakers and law enforcement to stop it. Cyberspace is used productively by many of our kids. Unfortunately, according to Logan Middle School Principal Troy Harsey, who is doing his doctoral research on cyberbullying, some people abuse the power of the internet.
The technology now available has given a whole new arena of potential bullies.
These bullies are using social networking sites like MySpace and Facebook, as well as cell phone text messaging to do their cyberbullying. Dr. Justin Patchen, Assistant Professor of Criminal Justice at UW-Eau Claire, is one of the leading researchers on cyberbullying in the nation.
The common response we hear from offenders, from bullies, is saying, why they cyberbully is that it's revenge.
This may have been the case for 13-year-old Megan Meyer, who committed suicide after a fight with a friend led to an internet prank. A year and a half later, the woman accused of playing the prank on Meyer is now being charged by a grand jury in connection to her suicide. However, initially, Missouri prosecutors looked into the case and decided no charges could be filed because no state or local laws were broken. The absence of laws pertaining to cyberbullying is the situation across most of the country, including Wisconsin.
We don't have anything specific that details cyberbullying that is a charge or a ticket.
Currently, there are no bills in the state legislature regarding cyberbullying. However, at the national level, Congressman Ron Kind says it is a topic they are taking up on Capitol Hill.
We're looking into that as well to see what we can do as far as outreach and education efforts to the youth of the country and what legislation would be appropriate to better coordinate law enforcement efforts to guard against this.
However, until new legislation is passed that addresses cyberbullying, schools will continue to need the help of parents and law enforcement. While the behavior problems show up at school, the actual offense is generally taking place from the home computer.
Right now, schools are in a little bit of a rock and a hard place because legally, it almost is, the legal system is years behind the technology, what kids are faced with. The natural connection a lot of times for the community and their children is the schoolhouse, yet we have very limited reach as far as what we can do with events that take place off of school property.
Harsey says the schools will continue to increase awareness about the issue and call parents when a student reports a case of cyberbullying to a school official. But it's up to the parents to make sure their child isn't abusing the power of the internet.
Parents alone, schools alone, law enforcement alone is going to have a tough time dealing with cyberbullying, and so it's really going to take a coordinated response from all of these players in order to deal with this problem.
Now, several states have recently passed legislation dealing with cyberbullying, but the new laws still don't make cyberbullying a crime. Now, since there aren't any laws in Wisconsin, the La Crosse Police Department has been able to charge or ticket offenders with crimes like harassment or threats or illegal use of a cell phone. So that's how they've been kind of able to deal with cyberbullying here locally.
All right, and just so parents are aware, I mean, this is happening here in our community at almost every school, I imagine.
Absolutely, and everybody that I talked to said it is amazing. You know, a third of kids are reporting in the La Crosse area. These are middle schoolers. Okay. They have been cyberbullied, and it's starting as young as the 4th grade.
I was just going to say, I imagine with the technology and it being used by younger kids, it's starting earlier.
It is, and it's scary.
Yeah, it is, definitely.